third time recording this, but hey guys, this is Suspect coming at you guys again with another video, and this video is gonna be, another one of those informative videos like I used to do back in the day when I did videos like these. But first off, I want to start with, talking about how honored I am to be a troll, and it's people look down at it, but honestly, IMVU needs trolling, and let me explain why. When you walk around or watch TV or just in your daily life, how boring would it be to have everybody be all nice and lovey-dovey and civil? How boring and annoying would that be? See, without trolls and bad things happening to people, nothing's entertaining, nothing's funny. That's why IMVU needs trolls. Without us, there would be nothing for you guys to laugh at, nothing to entertain you guys, nothing to keep you all company. See, there are a whole bunch of different kinds of trolls, and yes, trolling is an art, and everybody has their own way of trolling. Me, I am a logical, raging troll. That's what I am. I troll with logic and I troll with rage. Sometimes at the same time, sometimes separately. And, I piss people off by stating facts and being blunt and brutally honest. That's me. Some trolls they like to say certain things that might not be true, but yet again might hurt people. And sometimes it's funny. And it might not be entertaining to the victim, but it's entertaining to the people watching. And the only time it's not entertaining is when you're the victim. That's the only time it's not entertaining. That's just how it is. Now, for the first serious topic today, I want to talk about empires and kingdoms and the likes of that shit, and how they're basically failing on IMVU a lot for the past like 2 years now. Um, First off, let me start off by saying that nobody seems to get the have the full knowledge of how you're supposed to run an empire or a kingdom. See, let me start off with empires first of all. Think of Europe as an empire. Russia is a kingdom, France is a kingdom, and England is a kingdom. All right, that might not be all the countries, but whatever. Just work with me. Now, an empire is supposed to have kingdoms under it to be an empire. Without those kingdoms, the empire doesn't exist. The empire would just be another fucking organization that supposedly takes over the vast majority of the land. Now, these kingdoms help support the empire. The kingdom's income goes to the empire. The kingdom's issues go to the empire. The empire is basically like the United States government. And the United States are the kingdoms. Get what I'm saying? That's a pretty good example, I think. And the emperor is Osama bin Laden, and the empress is his wife. That's basically so how simple I can put it. See, and how one of my pet peeves of kingdoms and empires together, most roleplay kingdoms and empires classify their one palace as the whole entire empire and kingdom. That basically means the second you open their door, you are crossing their borders into their empire slash kingdom. Because apparently that one palace is their whole entire kingdom and empire. Which basically makes every single room in that empire a kingdom. The bathroom is a kingdom. The lobby is a kingdom. The hall walking into the empire is a kingdom in itself. Mind fucking blown. See, people don't know how to do things like that. See, I'm going to say this name because I'm not bashing them. This is more of a comment. Ravenwolf Empire used to do this all the time. They used to have that one empire room and call that one room the empire. Now, for the past year and a half or so, they have kingdoms under them, they have empires under them, and they seem to be getting the grasp of, you know, democracy and all that shit. Now, kingdoms do the same thing. They say that that one little palace is their kingdom. See, kingdoms are different from empires, but at the same time they're alike. See, kingdoms they have villages. Kingdoms have villages. Kingdoms have shit like heroes, watchmen, guards, fucking citizens like village people, merchants, that type of crap. They don't have the same thing empires. They don't have fucking they have kings and queens. They do have that shit, but they don't have like the entire hierarchy an empire does. But they have most of it. Now, I'm not much of a guild person because I've never really been a part of a guild like that ever on IMVU. I never learned about guilds in school. I never learned about any of that shit. So I'm basically a fucking dumbass when it comes to guilds. Okay, the only guilds I've ever heard of was Lethal Knights and that fucking Purgatory guild that I was just involved in for like 2 hours. But Kingdoms and Empires, they're failing. See, the thing about Kingdoms and Empires, see, I recommend there are certain empires and kingdoms I recommend to people because they're doing it right. Vanguard Kingdom is doing it right. Vanguard Kingdom is owned by a friend of mine named Cross. It's just brand new, but the roleplay is pretty good. Now, the thing is about Vanguard Kingdom, and I'll say it because this is like positive criticism, their kingdom, from by the looks of the room itself, is nothing but, it's not even, they don't even have a palace. They have a fucking dojo. That's basically what their, you know, headquarters is composed of. The kingdom doesn't even have a city slash village or anything. They have mountains. But we're getting there. I recommend that kingdom roleplay to anybody because it's brand new and the roleplay has been really good as of late, and I'm a part of it. So yeah. Another recommendation for empires is Precarium Vale Empire, run by Ariel Guardian, and Van Kuda Empire, run by Ariel Alexander. Now, the two empires are both combined because the Empress of the Empress of Precarium Vale married the Emperor of Van Kuda, and basically the two empires combined into one. So you can go to either or for both empires. Now, their empire, well, the two empires have two different time zones. I would know. I helped with the creation of Precarium Vale. The Precarium Vale setting is more medieval. It's multiverse, but the setting is a lot focused on medieval. But Van Kuda is basically medieval fantasy for them. Whatever, anything goes for them for their setting. Um, Next thing I want to talk about is room activity. See, this also coincides with empires and kingdoms and how they can be successful. The thing is, nobody wants to be the first person inside a room. Nobody. The only time somebody wants to, role play in the room is when the kingdom, the king or the queen or the empire or the emperor or the empress is already in there. If the owner of the room isn't in there already, then they don't want to go. They don't want to enter the room because they don't want to be they don't want to pop that cherry. Think of it like sex. When you hear the word virgin, you immediately abandon ship, right? You don't want to be the first one to pop that cherry. You don't. Some people do, some people don't. That's how it is. It's just like that on IMVU. Some people don't want to pop that cherry, some people don't. I certainly don't anymore. I used to, but I don't. Reason being, because when you're the first person inside of a room, the first and only person, you have to wait for people. You have to wait for people to come by and role play with you. And sometimes nobody wants to role play unless the owner of the room is there. And when someone does want to role play, it's awkward because it's just you and that other person. Imagine trying to role play in a kingdom that you're not even a part of yet, and you're the only one in there. Exactly, right? It's an awkward situation. Um, Next thing I'd like to talk about is, well, this is more of a question because I really want to try this out. I want to try it with the time I have in my hands lately because I've been having a few time in my hands for the past couple weeks. I wanted to ask you guys, the audience, if I should start a kingdom slash guild. I want to because it sounds like a good idea, and I really want to try it out. I want it to be a kingdom, like a mercenary type guild at the same time, and I want it to be multiverse fantasy. But I don't want to start it if nobody thinks I should, know, when I started something back in the day, people would be like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. You should do it." But nobody would be a part of it. Nobody would come by. Nobody would role play with it. Nobody. They would say it was a great idea, but nobody would role play. That's why I'm asking you guys: should I start a kingdom slash guild on IMVU, and would you be willing to try it with me? Now, I've had a few ideas. I've had a few ideas for a kingdom slash guild. I was thinking of more like a mercenary type guild, but I might need some help, some like out of character help on how to run a guild because it would be my first guild ever, and I don't know how to run a guild ever. I've never been a part of one, but I do know how to run a kingdom. I know how to do that. I've run many kingdoms. I've ran many empires. I've been a part of many kingdoms and empires. That's my specialty. That type of shit. I've been a guard and all that type of crap. Everything. But I just need knowledge on how to run a guild and what kind of guild and all that type of shit. And would you be willing to be a part of it? Let me know in the comments. Message me on IMVU. My name is Suspect. You know, all that jazz. But anyways, you just been Zoidded. You're welcome.